All right, people. Here's the new icebox mold currently installed, and here's the old one. Big difference, night and day, huh? You can see how discolored it is. Well, it's the refrigerator is about 10 years old, so yeah. So upon further inspection, once I removed the ice mold, you could see how corroded it was and how the coating is flaking off. And at the further inspection, you can see right there where the coating and the mold had separated. It corroded all the way through, so that's where my issue was. I don't know how long these things are designed to last, but this one only lasts like 10 years. But you know, with the heat probes there, you know, the constant freezing and thawing and freezing and thawing, yeah, it's gonna create an environment for that. So yeah, that's not good when you have a ice maker mold that has an issue like that. And what was really making me furious was the fact that every time I look inside that freezer, it was this huge icicle just dangling down from the water that seeped through. And although I adjust the size of the ice itself, it would have done me no good, because look, I mean, it's on the bottom there, you see? When the ice fills up, no matter how low you have it, it'll still fall through. The droplets will fall through. That's horrible. You think they'd make these ice molds a little more durable, but it is what it is. So I found the culprit, and I've already reassembled, and it looks beautiful. Yeah, I could have gotten a whole icebox unit, but I opted for this. You know, that way you can become familiar with the device, and you know, just pass the knowledge on to other people. I mean, what's the sense in just, yeah, it's convenient, but you know, what's the sense in not having the ability to learn from the issue? I've learned a lot, and yeah, it's like night and day, man. The difference, it gives you a good feeling, because now you know that there'll be no icicles hanging from this icebox. It's going to be awesome. And a lot of that water would accumulate on the bottom of the icebox container, and I'd have to pull all the ice sheets out of there and get rid of it. So I threw away a lot of ice, and I was like, well, it may be time. I put a little cup in there, a catch cup, to catch the water as it fell, but I was getting tired of that too. So I wanted to make it fully functional again, and it's going to be. And you know, pretty simple. It's just involved. It's involved. That's all. You know, you have to spend a little bit of time. You know, you get whatever you put into it, you know. And I think I did a pretty good job. So yeah, if you guys are having problems with leakage and stuff, don't do like a lot of people online. Or first thing they point to is the hardest part, the water the water inlet valve is what they call it. And dude, that's really involved. And if you don't need to replace it, like I didn't, I mean, it was working perfectly. And there are points that you can bypass with a jumper wire to identify which component could be causing the issue. And it wasn't the inlet water valve. That was working perfectly. So, you know, rather than, you know, doing a full operation, you know, the best thing was for me to just check the simple stuff. If it's leaking at the icebox, that's probably where the problem lays. You know, at first I thought, well, maybe it's overfilling. No, sometimes that it doesn't doesn't get that simple. So you have to be a little more involved in it. Anyways, I hope you like this video. And if it helps you, if it points you in the right direction, that's all I'm looking for. Make sure that anytime you're doing any of these repairs, you follow safety. Make sure you unplug your refrigerator. You don't have to turn your water off, because if you unplug your refrigerator, nothing's going to happen. If you feel better turning the water off, that's up to you. I didn't. There's no solenoid being energized or anything like that. The power's already cut off, so nothing's going to happen until I turn that power back on once I plug the refrigerator in. Like I said, thank you. Please subscribe.